Today's total body fitness is going to be actually a total body fitness. We are also going to work some strength moves and some power moves. A lot of the movements we usually do are slow and very controlled, but we're going to also add to that same exercise some speed to work on power. And the reason for that is if you're walking along and you accidentally trip, you've got to be able to quickly move to catch yourself. So if you start to lose your speed of quick, fast twitching of the muscles from brain to legs, then that's where we get into trouble. All right, so let's get started. March your feet. You can march in place. You can move around in your space if you like. You can move forward and backwards, sideways, whatever works, or just stay right there in the middle and just work it out. I'll move forward, and backwards. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Widen the stance, and we're just gonna move the hips a little bit right and left, side to side. Don't go overboard here, just a little right and left. And then forward and back, just a smidge. It's kind of playing with balance here and just feeling a little weight shift, a little bit of movement through the actual hips. You can even put your hands right there on your sockets, go forward and back. And you can feel those muscles work. You can feel things moving around maybe. Hopefully you don't have any clicking or popping, but you might, depending on the amount of arthritis in the hips that you might have. And then we take it forward and back. And then we're going to pedal the feet. So now we're really trying to stretch the bottom of the foot. So you're going to lift your heel up, feel the toes, try to go flat. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shoulder roll, moving the shoulders up towards the ears, back and down. And then we're going to turn the head right and left just to stretch the neck a little bit. Only turn your head as far as comfortable. Turn your head to the right. Center to the left. Center. But we're going to bring the arms out to the side and we're going to palm one up and one down. And we're really trying to kind of twist and even bring the shoulder a little bit forward and then reverse. And rotating the arms, just kind of warming up the shoulder. They don't have to be quite this high. You can always do it lower if that feels better in your shoulder. Four, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to take a gentle twist. So open up your feet, swing the arms, allow them to plop on your body, and then swing the arms, allow them to plop on the body. One of the things I'd like to see you do is as you swing to your left side, you're going to put all the weight onto your left foot. And then as you swing to your right side, you're going to put all the weight onto your right foot. Because what we're really getting here is an internal rotation of your femur bone as you switch from side to side. So I'm putting weight onto that leg, onto that leg. So maybe even within that twist, you're feeling your hip start to stretch a little bit or warm up a little bit. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you have a wall, you're just going to push on it like you're doing a plank. You're going to push and release, push and release. You could make it into a little bit of a push-up if you want to bend the elbows, but I'm just trying to move my shoulder blades. Push and release, push and release. You could do it flat against a wall. If you have a flat wall, it's just a push and release, push and release. If you don't have a wall, you just push and release, 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 and push and release. Next, we're going to do the skier. So you're going to swing your arms back and forth. To make it into an actual skier, you bend the knees. So you bend the knees as the arms come back. As you straighten the legs, the arms come forth. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Shake out those legs. Give it a good wiggle, wiggle. Next, we're going to do a hip hike, and this is designed to strengthen not only your standing hip, but your lower back and your side obliques. I do like you to hold on to something while doing this. You're going to stand on whichever foot you feel most comfortable standing on. I'm just going to pick my right, so if you were doing your left, I could be mirroring you. And you're going to think, not bring the leg out to the side. I'm going to think, bring this hip up and down and up and down, kind of leaving it in a dead weight kind of position. Up and down and up and down. Yes, you're going to feel the standing leg and that hip do work, because that's actually part of what's having your hip move up. This hip has to push inward. This side has to hike it up. And change feet. Trying to hip hike up and down and up and down and up and down without a fire hydrant. Up and down and up and down and up and down and up, and shake it out. Excellent. Now, hopefully you have your weights and you have a fabric loop band. We're going to put this around the knees. If you need to sit down to do it, please do that. Otherwise, put it around your legs right above your knees. We're going to do a knee drive. You can do this standing here like this without holding on, but I would prefer that you do hold on to something and actually kind of lean forward. So I could stand upright if that's what I needed to do for my, my back or my condition, but I'd like to see you lean on and knee drive this way. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 5 and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Next, you're going to do a squat. So you're going to separate your feet. You can still hold on if you need to. You can squat like that, or if you would prefer to reach the arms forward, we're going to squat. I am using the band to give my legs support, actually. I am trying to push the band a little bit so that my knees stay straight over my toes and that the band doesn't knock me in. But if you're pushing out, you're going to almost find that you feel more stable and more steady than if you didn't have the band. I do like a hold on because I feel like I can get maybe a little bit lower and I can get a little bit more out of it versus if I'm doing it free, no wall. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to go back to that knee drive. We're going to do 5 on one leg and then 5 on the other. Once again, you have the option to stand upright, but I do like a little lean in this. I feel like you just got a little more leverage and can have a little more power. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Back to our squats. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice job, guys. Go ahead and take your band off. So we did that hip hike earlier without a block. Now I'm going to ask, if you have one, you're going to step on it. You don't have to have a block to do it, but you'll see the difference. If I don't have a block, I have to kind of bend the knee so that I don't touch down. If I have the block, I can let this leg stay straight and hip hike and basically really relax the leg and let it just feel like a floating leg. Floating, I guess it's not floating, it's heavy. So I'm trying to make it feel like it's sinking. Okay, so let's do 5 hip hikes on one side and then we'll switch to the other. If you have your block, that's great. Please hold on and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Change. And we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Excellent. Next, we're going to do hip hinges. So you want your knees to be soft. That means a little bend in the knees. Your back is going to stay straight, and we're going to bow forward till you feel a little stretch back here in the back of the legs at your hamstrings, and then you'll come back up. We are going to do this with no weights, and then we're going to add weights to it. Bow forward and come up. Now, when you come up, I do want you to feel like you're pushing down into your feet, especially your heels, to help you come up. You're gonna feel things activate in your legs and your hips more than your back. Give that a try. Bow forward and then push down into the floor with your feet and legs in order to come up, and see if you feel the difference. Try it now, maybe without that push. You bow down and you come up, it's got a different sensation through your legs. Let's try again with the pushing down. So you bow forward first, no pushing. Then you're gonna push down, like you're getting ready to jump, but you're not jumping. Here we go, bow down and push to come up. Let's go again, bow down and push. Great, let's grab your light weights. Let's start working into the upper body. We're gonna go out to the side and then forward. Now the forward is a little bit more diagonal, not too close together. So it's like a little diagonal and out to the side. Little forward, little to the side. Just kind of working the side of the shoulder. Make sure your head is back. Knees are soft. Very rarely will I have you ever stand with a straight locked out knee. On occasion we do that. But for the most part, you always want to feel like you've got a little softness in those knees. Once you feel like your arms are starting to work, you're just about ready to go. So put down your weights real quick and let's shake them out. We can do the twist if that feels good, or if you need a shoulder roll, that works as well. Just kind of loosen up that tissue, move it around. All right, grab your weights. We're gonna go back into that hip hinge. So you're gonna bend your knees just a smidgy, not a lot. You're gonna bow forward and then you're gonna come back up. Now you're doing it with the arms. You're gonna bend the elbows as you go down and come up. Remember, we still wanna push into the feet to come up. 5 of these. Bow down and 1. Bow down and 2. So you're just gonna feel more load. And 3. And 4, and everything you should feel is in the back of the legs, not the front of the legs. And 5, shake it out. Next, we're gonna go back into the side and a little forward diagonal, but we're gonna move our arms higher up. So here we go, we're gonna maybe go to there. Not all the way here yet, we're gonna go midway to the side and forward. Exhale and exhale. Exhale and exhale. Exhale and exhale. And one more round. Exhale and exhale. Now we're going to go back into that hip hinge, but instead of bending the elbows like this, we're going to start with the elbows bent. When we hinge, we're going to bring the arms out to the side. So at the end of the movement, I will look like this. Now some of the common error is people go and then they change their arms to look like this. You see that difference? That's what we don't want to do. Let's try 5 of those. And we begin. We bow forward, arms out, power through the feet, and come up 1. Bow, and 2. And bow, and 3. Bow, and 4. and bow, and 5. Nice job. Put your weights down and shake out your arms. Shake out your legs, move around, swing it around. So we're gonna go now back into squats. You have the option to hold on. If you know that you're stronger and want to add some dumbbell bicep curls, you can grab the weights that feel appropriate for you. We're gonna squat, then curl. All right, let's do 8 of these. So slow and controlled, down and up and curl. We go slow, down and up and curl. We go down and up and curl. We go down and up and curl. Pretty sure we have 3 more to go. Down and up. I lose track sometimes. And curl. And down and up and curl. And down and up and curl. And let's do one extra bonus. Down and up and curl. Excellent. Take a breather, shake it out. Next, we're going to do bicep curls. Turn the palms forward, elbows stay in, and we curl. Now, I like my weights to be a little bit of an angle inward towards each other versus 2 turned out. I just like the feeling here. I feel like it's just safer in my wrist and my elbow if it's a little bit at an angle versus turning it. I just feel like it just kind of tweaks the wrist and the elbow. So see if that helps make any difference in your curl. Here we go. Inhale. We're going to exhale. 1. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. And exhale. 8. Now, if you felt like you could have done a lot more, then you'll probably want to go up in size. If you need to purchase more, I've got some on my website. Be sure to check it out. Go ahead and put their weights down and shake it out. We're going to do some of the same exercises we did, but now we're going to do them with a little bit of speed. So for example, the knee drive that we did earlier, driving, we did it with the resistance band, but now we're going to do it without a band, and we're going to try to go up really fast. If you'd like to start standing on your right, I'll stand on my left, and we're going to drive fast and hold. That's what it's going to look like. Okay, so we're going to go up really fast and hold, and then slow down. We'll do 5 on each side. Here we go. Ready? Begin. Up and lower. That's 1. Up and lower. That's 2. Up and lower. That's 3. Up and lower. That's 4. And up and lower. That's 5. Shake it out. Okay, other side. We're going to go up, lower. That's 1. Up, lower. That's 2. Up, lower. That's 3. Up, lower. That's 4. And up, lower. That's 5. Shake that out. Let's try one more time. We go up, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, shake that out. Other side, we go up really fast. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Nice. Shake that out. We're going to go into the hip hinge, and we're going to power up. So it looks like this. Your feet are shoulder width apart, knees are soft. You bow forward slow, and I'm going to say up fast. So you have to push hard into your feet and try to come up fast, but don't let yourself fall backwards, right? So try a couple where you're not going up too terribly fast, but faster than you had. And you'll see that when you come up really fast, you have to contract your legs and your core in order to not tumble backwards. So you can see how this is going to help you with being able to control yourself if you do start to fall backwards. Here we go. Bowing forward, 2, Then when you're ready, think push hard and stand up fast. 1. Lower, slow, push up. 2. Lower, slow, push up. 3. Lower, slow, push up. 4. And 1 more. Lower and push up. 5. Next, we're going to do the squat. You're going to squat down, slow, and push up fast. You can make this actually into a jump if you feel it's safe for you. So you're going to go down slow, and you're going to power up, either standing up or jumping. 1. Let's do low, power up. 2. Lower, power up. 3. Lower, power up. 4. And lower, power up. 5. Excellent job. Shake that out. You'll feel the heart rate go faster too. So you're getting cardio. So you're moving faster. The blood has to get to those muscles so they can contract and get it going for you. Let's go back to some arms. Let's grab the light weights and we're gonna go higher now. All right, knees are soft, right underneath you, abs are on. We're gonna inhale and exhale. Let's go forward first. 1, out to the side. 2, forward. 3, out to the side. 4, forward. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Put your weights down. Same exercise, but now you're going to go fast with the arms up and slow, and fast with the arms up and slow. We're training the brain to move the body fast in the event of an emergency. In case of an emergency, you have to move fast and then be able to control slow. Fast and slow and fast and slow. But we're getting a total body workout with a little bit of power focus or speed velocity control with our muscles in the same exercises that you do to build strength. Excellent. Walk around, shake it out. We're going to do the same thing with a bicep curl. We're going to go up fast and lower slow. Up fast and lower slow. You can still do it with a heavy weight, but you might want to take it down a notch. And we're going to do 5 of these. And we go. And down slow. Quick and slow. So you notice I have to use some body, right? I can't just control my body. I got to use a little bit of it to help it. But I'm definitely breaking more sweat working like this than I do when I don't. Let's do a couple of shoulder shrugs. We're going to go up slow and down slow. And then we're going to turn that into an up quick, down slow. But first, starting with some slows. When you feel like you can go fast, we're going to go fast up and down slow. Up fast and down slow. Up fast and down slow. A quick contract and down slow, and quick contract and down slow. Go ahead and put your weights away or to the side. So we are going to try the hip hike with this same exercise, this quick and slow. We're going to do 5 on each side. You're going to think up fast and down slow. Up fast and down slow. Up fast and down slow. 2 more. Up fast and down slow. And up fast and down slow. Let's change sides. We're going to go up fast and down slow. And up fast and down slow. And up fast and down slow. 2 more and slow. And up and slow. All right, excellent. You're going to need some weights and your resistance bands. We're going to put the band, if you've got a fabric band like I do, I'm going to put it around my knees, but it may be too easy for you. We're going to do the dead bug bicycle type movement. It's one of my faves, and I think it's some of yours as well. But if it's too easy of a band, you can put it around your feet instead. And what we're looking to do is push and pull. So once you get down, you're going to push one leg and pull one knee in, and push one leg and pull one knee in. My band is a heavy fabric band, and that's just too much on the feet. So I'm going to put it around my knees, and I'm going to push one knee in, pull one knee out, or push one out and pull one in, and then switch, push and pull. If you don't have a band, you can do it with your hands. So you can push on one leg and pull on the other, and push on one leg and pull on the other. So what we're going to do with the weights is we're just going to hold them up in the air while we do this move. We're going to push, pull, and switch and push, pull. If you want to make it into more of an arm workout, you can bend those elbows and bring them out to a V. That way you're working your pecs, your chest, and the front of your biceps as you're doing your push-pull exercise with your legs. We go 1, center, exhale 2, center, exhale 3, center, exhale 4, center, exhale 5, center, exhale 6, center, exhale 7, and exhale 8. Take a break. Next is going to be a bridge. You're going to lift your hips up, push the legs open a little bit, and then lower back down. We're going to lift, push open, and lower back down. What could you do with your arms? You could leave them down, but if you want to work the triceps, we can hold an isometric tricep extension. So you're going to bring them slightly over your head with a bent elbow, and you're going to lift your hips, push them open, and lower down. Inhale, exhale as you push open and lower. Exhale 2 and lower. Exhale 3 and lower. Exhale 4 and lower. Exhale 5, lower. Exhale 6, lower. Exhale 7 and lower. Exhale 8 and lower. Take a break, put your weights down, and take your band off. Okay, as we did this bicycle leg slow with pressure. But what if I said, now we're going to do it fast? So you're going to think quick, 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 quick. Yes? All right. So if you need to, I need to do a real quick stretch. I'm going to do a quick windshield wiper. If you want to join me with that, I just need to release my quads real quick. All right, let's do it. So knees come in. You're going to split the legs and then switch them. Switch, switch. And even though you're switching fast, you're still trying to keep your body as steady as possible. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and let's stretch. Stretch out in that windshield wiper. And then same thing with glute bridge. So we're going to go up fast. Poop. And lower, and poof, and lower. So the key to going up fast, levitate a little bit first. I'm coming up a little bit off the mat before I thrust. And then when I'm thrusting up, I'm thinking a solid line, like a plank. And then back down to a hover. And back down to a hover, not all the way down. Let's try 8 of those. Here we go. So a little bit of a hover, and we go 1, lower, up fast 2, lower, up fast 3, lower, up fast 4, lower, up fast 5, lower, 6, lower, 2 more, 7, and 8. Figure 4, my friends, crossing that right ankle over the left knee, push the knee out. Then you can either just draw the knee in or bring both knees into the chest. And change other side, crossing the ankle, push the leg out. And then draw the knees in. And then coming back into a happy baby. All right, let's go to donkey kicks. So you're gonna need your fabric band again. I'm gonna put it around the legs. Now this would be one that we can do slow up and slow down with the band, and fast up and slow down with the band. Let's do slow first. Let's do 4 on each side, slow, slow. Then we'll go to that different tempo. Here we go. You're gonna extend up and 1, okay? Up and 2, up and 3, up and switch sides. Lift and 1, lift and 2, lift and 3, and lift 4. Here we go, ready? You're gonna breathe out, inhale, exhale, 1, and slow down. Exhale, push fast, 2, and slow down. Push 3, and push 4 fast. Nice, switch. Push 1, and lower. Push 2, and lower. Push 3, and lower, and push 4, and lower. Excellent. Going to go into a little down dog, so you can take your band off and stretch. So curl your toes, lift your hips up, and bend one knee at a time. Stretchy, stretchy. And then make your way up to standing and take your band off. We're gonna go into skiers. Your arms are relaxed and you're just trying to let them swing. You're getting some shoulder traction here. Then we're gonna work the legs a little bit by doing the hinge and hinge and hinge. It's like a kettlebell swing. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Woo, all right, put those down. Shake that out. All right, next we're gonna do a quad stretch. You're gonna grab a hold of your ankle or maybe your foot and try to bring the knee so it's more towards the floor. If you need your loop band, you can loop it around your foot or ankle as a starter point. In time, you'll get more mobility through that and change. So let's let those arms swing and twist. And let's do a calf stretch. So you can extend into a lunge, pushing the heel down towards the floor. I like to turn my toe out just a little bit so I don't overstretch it. And then you're gonna push your hips forward a little bit. That'll get a little stretch in those inner groins too. We might as well get a 2 for 1 here. And change. Stepping the foot back, a little turn out. So you get that back there, as well as push the hips forward a little, get that stretch there. And change. Figure 4 standing, once again holding on if possible, crossing ankle over knee, open that knee. You can stay right there or you can sit into a little bit of a chair. That you should feel maybe down the side of your leg or in your glute, and then change. And then let's take a forward fold. Now you can do only to your knees. That would be a great forward fold. You can get a good stretch here. Once you get here, you can walk your hands to the right and to the left. If you need more stretch than that, you can always bend your knees a little bit more to get your hands to the floor. Once your hands are to the floor, you can walk your hands to the right and to the left. So here we go. Last stretch and exercise for the day. Breathe and exhale. And then walk your hands to the right foot, maybe as far over as you can go. Don't let your toes turn, keep them there. You'll feel the stretch down the side of your back. And then we go to the other side. And then come to center for one last breath. Inhale, exhale. And then make your way up, bring it all together, shake it all about. And that is it for today, guys. Total Body Fitness. Till see you next time.